We have a blacked out screen here. We don't know what the hell going on with this. Let's see what's going on here. Here we go. No, thank you. I'm gonna stay off my mother. This bullshit. Auto ship. Wow. Everybody rocking Candy style. Help them, Lord. Okay. Presents pack. Presents pack. Where you going? Instantly blend people. Oh, really? Oh, shit. Oh, what am I doing? Then that's reasonable. Wow, they only got one view at that court. And I think that one view was for me. Partially, I don't know. Oh, no. I didn't tell you to pull up no courts.
This will be Undivided Media versus City of Seattle.
May it please the court, my name is Jackson Maynard. I represent Brandy Cruz and Undivided Media on behalf of the Citizen Action Defense Fund. I'd like to reserve 2 minutes for my rebuttal. Under the Public Records Act, agencies are required to adopt and enforce reasonable rules that provide full assistance to requesters and the most timely possible action on requests. Here, the trial court wrongly found that an agency that had failed to enforce its own policy did not violate the Public Records Act. This decision should be reversed to avoid giving agencies a blank check to disregard their own policies and constructively deny requests. I'd like to begin first with the standards that the courts apply to public records claims as articulated in Can 2 and adopted by this court in CSA v. Bellevue School District. First, the Public Records Act must be liberally construed. The court considers the totality of the circumstances, and it's the city's burden to show that it acted reasonably and standard from the viewpoint of the requester. An administrative inconvenience is not an excuse. While an agency can request to produce documents in installments, it still must show reasonable diligence. And in a nutshell, that is the issue here, and the crux of the issue is that the city...
Do you agree that there's case law that states that violation of a city's internal policy does not necessarily create a cause of action regarding violation of the PRA?
Which is Joyce v. State DOC, is a Washington Supreme Court case 2004. It is distinguishable. It is not a Public Records Act case. Instruction and whether or not policies were violated there. So it is very different in this circumstance in which the legislature has...
What you're suggesting regarding the city's policies, I mean, the PRA violations that you're claiming here. So whether they violated the city's policy or not, we still look at whether they're...
Your Honor, is a case-by-case analysis, factual specific, but the RCW 4256-100 requires...
Now, Counsel, I mean, what we're really talking about here, the claim is that the city didn't act with reasonable diligence to produce the information. I mean, that's the claim in a nutshell, right? And so the fact that the city has policies, well, that's a good thing. Whether they followed those policies or not, wouldn't that be evidence that can be presented to a finder of fact to determine whether they acted diligently or didn't act diligently, which is a different thing than saying it's a per se violation, right?
Your Honor, to be clear, it is evidence of diligence. It is required by the statute, but it is evidence of diligence, and the fact that the city failed, for instance, to follow its own, how it declares it's going to decide what a reasonable time estimate is.
And I'm not necessarily disagreeing with you. I'm talking about how you're phrasing the issue, right? So if their obligation is to act with reasonable diligence, they have a separate obligation to impose some sort of system, right, to be able to handle what's going on, so that there's a way that they can take all these requests and in a reasonably diligent way deal with them. So there is that obligation. They have a system in place. Then the question is, did they act reasonably diligently, and is some evidence of that, whether they complied with their own internal policies and how they acted in providing the information.
So, Your Honor, we framed whether or not they complied with their policies as an adequate process claim. That was how it was framed. But there is some overlap because the policy...
Well, if you're saying that there's an adequate process, then you're challenging the sufficiency of their policy. You're not challenging whether they acted diligently.
the policies, the issue in this is that they did not act reasonably.
Diligently.
Yes, Your Honor. And
These policies, the minute you put a little different.
Your Honor, is a little different, and we're not is in failing to follow the reasonable time estimate policy section, or the PDO admitted, or he created his own sus in chronological order estimated 3 per week, lumped my client's request at the end of that, and didn't even follow that system because
Fact could determine that that evidence shows there was not reasonable diligence, and so it should not.
I think the court failed to view that evidence as well as evidence regarding the failure of the city to follow that.
We here to not just find out failures our government has, but to find out, can we fairly critique them and critique their so-called failures, or do better as far as fulfilling those gaps with competent programs that will have an equitable impact on our communities. Because it's easy to talk you're being allowed into a private meeting. All due respect. Any questions, they are very welcome. Okay? Your questions are welcome here. What are we talking about at this time? I'm just sharing to the private group the channel, YouTube channel, where we'll be posting documentation, court documents, and records of what we received and any type of complaints. If people in the community have any type of legal complaints, you can process them here and upload them here, add them here as an attachment file, and we can then do what's necessary on the constituents of this private community. We can then act on your behalf as a whole, because we then would have the power and force of a community of we the people. We got to understand what we the people means. It doesn't mean everybody that in the world when the Constitution says we the people. The Constitution is referring to any group of people who decide that they have a oneness of mind and that they agree to a particular way of life, and they can designate for themselves who will determine what their financial estate and their financial matter, who will determine that. And that's what a living will trust is all about. Determining who will have authority over your financial estate while you're alive. Why wait until you're, um, or as people would say, on your deathbed to then start deciding if you got anything you can give and who should it go to and stuff like that. Um, some people that think they have something to give and all they have is debts. Well, you can't go a negative zero. You can't will nothing to somebody. And so that need to be understood, that the courts are not concerned at all with an unassigned estate. In other words, they're not concerned with drafting a will or anything like that, because when you do not do that, that allows them to come along and pick up all the pieces you left behind and steal his inheritance because you didn't know that a lot of the things that you considered as debts, they consider them as debts too, until you say otherwise. And I'm going to end this broadcast because I wanted to just make sure that I'm able to broadcast within the private meeting and also share the link to the private meeting so that people can access it, because the reason why I am making sure that the links are working properly, because as you can see on this thread, that there are private meetings within this meeting. And the private meetings within the meeting have limited access to them. And so if you uh, perhaps are just being able to at least be on the outside and look in, and we're when we have meetings that are private, what we'll do is we will give you a link to the live YouTube video of the meeting taking place so that you can leave your comments, your votes, it's not really a voting platform, but I would say you can leave your comments and contributions to what's being discussed, because all and contributions to any of the meetings that take place will be taken into consideration, because the meetings are predominantly about what the community have to say about what's going on. So we couldn't possibly have a meeting about that if we don't know what you're saying. So keep the comments coming. Subscribe, share, please share. Because what we are doing is establishing a private community. It doesn't, our purpose is not to circumvent the law, but to lock arms with people who really want to fortify natural law, common law, real common law. It has become as common law are actually colorable. And if you don't know what colorable means, we're gonna have some um, good teaching and learning over here because there has to be a reciprocation of teaching and learning. And that you're gonna learn these things. And we're not gonna just be posting information to be ignored. This information is for your benefit. If you ask a question and we've already provided an answer to that, all you need to do is I think there's a search area at the top where you can go up there and click on the little search bar within the chat thread, and whatever topic you want to recap on, it'll pull up the any attachments or documents or whatever files that uh, is related to what your uh, research is for. And I'll give you an example. Okay. Let's say you want to go in here and you want to find, see that search thing right there? And see, you want to find out what is this about? Okay. What is this meeting about? I've been invited to this meeting. Hello, I need to know what is this meeting about? What is this meeting about? Okay. And look what pops up. Huh? Wow. Look at that. Neat invention they done created. It pulls up the exact messages that's relative to my quest. I like that. Unlike YouTube, it pull up 1,000 commercials unrelated to my question. That's what we want to build. A platform of information where you can get straight to the point. No BS and no commercials here. Um, we are we we are circulating any if you have a business, that's not a commercial. The person has the right to look up anything associated with their query in the search. So if they searched for how can I buy a house and you're a realtor and you post in the chat your real estate company, something to um, advise them that they can contact you if they're needing a real estate agent. And so this meeting is multi-purpose. It's a breeding ground for wealth of information, trade, and networking. Okay? This is not an all about Candy channel, but this was created by Candy. So you'll see a lot of content that was created by Candy. That's Kan capital D. And that is the reason why Candy decided to share this information, because once you have obtained this level of wealth, and it is backed by a wealth of knowledge and understanding. Once you reach that level of understanding, it comes with the responsibility of giving back. You just feel that you have to give back. It's just like it's required by the natural law. It's required. So whatsoever man sow, that shall. And so that process never stops. It's perpetual. Sowing, reaping, sowing, reaping. And that is the the meat and the source of of this, and the meeting of the masterminds is an open private court for formal for legal financial learning to perfect secure interests. And if you do not know what that means, we suggest you hang in here. Learn your rights and responsibilities. That's what that means. People always want to know their rights, but they throw shade on them responsibilities. And those responsibilities tag right along with them rights. Along with privileges, you have accountability. And this is me being accountable for the gifts that God have given me, and giving me this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding and wealth beyond my years. And I'm so thankful for it. And I'm being about it to give back. I'm being about it. I ain't talking about it. I ain't on the news. I'm down here in the bottom, in the dirt, baby, giving back, so that my works may praise me in the streets, that it's in the air, that it'll be in the air, but from the root, it'll grow like a tree and like a vine. That's why we call this the money vine. We starting at the root, baby. You know, of getting back down to the basics of real humans having a say-so in things, and stop wanting to robot everything. This is the reason why they have built systems that are automatic. You and wondering why you automatically got a ticket even though you was in the right. And, well, you automatically was too lazy to create a situation that set you apart from everybody in the automatic system. And so, especially when you, like, people put their bills on automatic. They put everything on automatic. So these judicial systems, they add you to the automated everything. Automatic bad credit, automatic dummy, automatic everything. Stupid. I apologize. We can do it real and raw right here. Wait a minute. I didn't give y'all no warning or nothing like that, how I really was going to get up in this mall. I didn't. I apologize. I didn't forewarn nobody or nothing. Shit. Where my warning thing signal at? I do got a warning signal how real and deep it's gonna get up in. I do. Hold on, let me go back. I'm got to exit out the group for just a second. Okay, just a second. Wait. Hold on. Just wait 1 second here. I'm gonna go back in the group. Okay. In 1 second. Thank y'all for subscribing. I'm gonna go back in the group in just a second. Everybody that hold the court. Because I got a warning for you. I do. Oh, I got something for everything, baby. Hold on. Right here. This candy, y'all say candy got something for everything. She ridiculous. Hold on, baby. Just wait. I ain't want to cover y'all up. I'm going to let y'all in on it, too. Hold on. Hold the court. Mm. 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 Who are these people? Under Candy's Mimi's, specifically spelled. All right. Now, so when y'all see me complaining about what oh my goodness, they got all kinds of crap under my name. Hold on. I don't want to scroll up on nothing I don't want to be promoting. Okay. Let's put this way. I was the first one to come out with Mimi videos, and that's what y'all call shorts now. Okay. And look at this. Shenanigans. All under my name always. This is why I get irritated, y'all, because my name's spelled very specific, okay? And this is how they destiny swap right here. Um, my name is very specific, okay? My name is very specific. You see that? Kan capital D, okay? All right. So I said exactly what I meant. See that? I wasn't typing in something that didn't exist. I just had to keep insisting, insisting, insisting that Google's search engine find what I asked you for, because it shouldn't be lost to begin with. This is my page. It shouldn't be all of these other people advertising. That's parking. That's what's called parking. And it's a lot of people parking on your name too. And you might say, well, why in the world is we watching a video about parking on somebody's name? What has this got to do with me? Because that's what's happening to everybody. They parking on your name. See, I didn't say nothing about no KNA. I put in specific spelling. Nothing else. Specific spelling. Nothing else. Why would you give me anything else? You see what I'm saying? Because I knew what I titled my as when I created the idea. What that say? I'll tell you what I mean. Alpha Intellect, 7 years ago. They just came out with shorts. How long ago? They just came out with shorts. How long ago? There's my evidence. I've been doing shorts for a long time. I'm the one came up with it, and I called them video memes. If I make claims to an original idea, I'm not a liar. I got proof to back it up. There it is right there in living color. You seen me do the search live. You seen other people's stuff popping up. So when I write them a writ, a notice, no parking, no trespassing, and they trespassing on my property, and kick them off my property because they ain't paying no rent over here. That's my specific name. That's my trademark. This is my line right here. This is my page right here. And a lot of people don't know, if you search for your specific, unique business name, there should not be anything else under your business name that you did not authorize. That's your space. You remember when they came out with the company, MySpace? Well, y'all lost. They trickled that down and died that out because it's giving people too much of a realistic understanding of what's really going on. That you got your own space. If you have your own unique name, then you have your own unique space. I got over 50 different unique names, so I have 50 different unique spaces on the YouTube platform, and that's in their search engines. But that's just a tip of the iceberg of my intellectual properties. People don't understand. You see that says 7 views. They purposely didn't allow my invention, this is an invention, to get any views so that people would think they came up with the idea of creating shorts. Because this is a marketable idea. And they kept it moving along. Even though I created it already in the tags, a share, a super share, super size that like, movement that they shut down by not allowing my content in circulation for 7 whole years. Look at that. It's good and mature now. It's good and mature now. Huh? It's good and mature. They done treated on it. It's good and mature now. It's good and mature. 7 years. Good and mature now. Gotta learn what maturity means. And stock, they think I'm stupid. But I already knew what was going on. It was my poems I set out there. You see who that say ass? Like who reference you excuse me. Who should you reference back to for this here? Hmm? Who should you reference back to for this here? Um, how I made that in the YouTube thing, something like that, and I just put some stuff together and placed it in there, and I made a little quick little, and I think it will only allow you 6 second little video thingamajigger. I had already uploaded little short videos, and so Facebook caught on to it too, and they started allowing other people to make little short videos, and they conjured YouTube and all others to act like they came up with it with their bright brilliance. And bless their heart, they ain't seen nothing like what I produced since I put it out. You ain't seen nothing like this. Because I'm cold with it. The first, the originator of it. When you steal an idea, it will never be the same after that. Watch this here. Watch how cold this is. Ain't nothing like a short you ever seen. As Candy 4982, huh? As Candy 4982, they try to. Okay. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to capture this right quick. God, they be playing games too much. Who the fuck is that? 4982. I didn't put no motherfucking numbers on the end of my shit. I know I did. It says unauthorized. This is how you understand what you got to understand when you see stuff like this here. That's a tag. That's a tag right there. What they did was it's like a what you call it, attachment. All right. They took what you created, made a file out of it, attached some numbers to it so you don't recognize the file that is yours. Okay. Because I didn't create no file that said Ass Candy 4982. I ain't create not now, nothing. Become very, 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 very. I did do Ass Candy, but I didn't do nothing that said 4982. I don't even like them numbers in sequence. And I'm real particular about numbers. That's why I'm so irritated by that. Because my stuff need to be branded like I got it. Don't change my stuff so you can steal it. And you think it won't be recognizable because you done stole it and made something else out of it. They've been doing all kinds of stuff in my name. All kinds of stuff. And let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Hold on. I got 13 subscribers there. And I was the one that first came up with the Ass Candy channel. And that's why I changed. Because everybody copied so much. I would have to shape shift a lot. That's why I started off as just essentials. Then people started copying off my name, copying off my name. Then I had to set myself apart from all the fakes and say, okay, I'm the official essentials. I was the first one came out with this. And one thing about our name is spelled so differently that some of the computers don't allow you to, they call it a strange character or whatever. So you have to put the letter E in essentials. Got to put that in there. And instead of the court S that we have, we had to put the regular, common language S. And so in that regard, when the systems reject your unique stuff, what we would do is just uh, copy it, make sure we get it on record that we have this unique spelling some type of way by capturing it on screen that the computer wouldn't accept it and then change it to the regular E and the regular S. But we always put it in the system, not always, sometimes I don't want to be bothered with that process, but initially, a way of tagging things and proving the origination of it, evidence that I have on in private files. My files are packed full of evidence, and you'll see a lot of screenshots where they have not been edited at all because I purposely captured, that's called a timestamp, or a, a, I forgot what kind of stamp it is, but we will learn what our stamps are. But anyway, it's very important to, it's like a notary, okay? So it's a timestamp, a document on your phone. You don't realize how important that is. The reason that when your phone captures whatever you're capturing on your phone, it creates a whole file. And you can look in the details of that file, and sometimes, not sometimes, a lot of times when I look in there and I make sure I put my markings in the back of the file, I'll see it done already captured what I'm trying. It'll say, it'll tag it, what, and it'll say what I'm trying to capture in that photo. It'll say document, okay. It'll say, uh, you know, different, like kitchen appliances or whatever like that. It'll pick up on its own automatically what I've captured. What have I captured? If it doesn't like have any clue what the hell have I captured, it'll just say screenshot, or and then it's left up to me to um, define what I'm capturing. And it's because it's my intellectual property, the machine can only categorize it so far. It's your property, so you have to, you can, you don't have to, but it's wise to add your own stamp on it, so to speak. And that's how, when people make shorts and stuff like that, and you uh, take a piece of another video of somebody else and you add with it and you collaborate and all that kind of stuff, all those features and stuff that I asked for, but not in that way. And so what happened was, uh, Google because they don't, they be waiting for me to tell them everything about the stuff. And I said, I'm not giving no more ideas until y'all um, help me. And that's only fair. And so they try to get the ideas on the cool and steal them the best they can, and hoping I distribute some more, ideas, and they don't have to pay me or nothing. And and so I just started taking my old stuff and redistributing it and don't make no more new content. So um then they made something out of that. Now that you have what is called memories, and I was calling my stuff, like hot shots, and reaching back into my old first videos, recapping those, recirculating those, and so that's what they what do you call that? Interpreted it as memories. And now when you see on your uh, files or whatever like that, you can go back to your memories, things, your old files, pictures and post that, and articles and things that you posted long time ago, because that's what I do. Sometimes I don't create new content. I have so much content that they have not allowed to circulate. All I need to do is go back to all the stuff that I have. Uh, I mean, terabytes and terabytes. I guess once you get past terabytes, it's something else bytes or whatever. Y'all help me out. But I don't know about the specific language that's used for the measurement of space. But I will say this: I had to purchase more space on my stuff, and people try. I mean, the different companies that store my stuff in the clouds and so forth. They always try to make me purchase more. Purchase more space because I don't know what y'all be doing as far as uploading and stuff like that. But man, when YouTube used to have it where the creators we could upload as many videos as you want to at one time, I was beasting. Oh man, I had them circles going, baby. I had them circles going. I had them circles going. You understand? I was shut the computer would overheat. The whole YouTube app would shut down. It would accept the files. It'd be like, hold on, and just it would say the app closing, and it would say it failed. It failed to upload. But what I would go back later, it would just kind of block me from uploading anymore. For then let us get what you already done put in here, ma'am. We done already picked up that you done uploaded a whole. I used to upload so much uh, data, raw data. I mean, so raw. I didn't tag nothing. I just had so much information, so many videos, so much, and I was constantly creating different things, programs. Um, y'all would think I'm talking about just artistic type of things. I am talking about full-fledged business programs I was creating in the, what do you call that? I found out that um, what do you call those? The PDFs, you can turn them into uh, um, a, a, um, a video. Whoa, that made my day. I was getting ready to start doing my lyrics where I can clearly have that scrolling across the screen, and people could uh, learn and know what I'm saying in my song because I know I pronounce my words so terrible. I need a translator for myself. And so I was going to translate um, the lyrics through the same app that was using to document and send my copyrights for the songs. And yeah, I had my lyrics right there. So I could, after I documented and everything, the lyrics for the song, and it's a uploadable file for, as far as for the Library of Congress, as a PDF file. Then I can take all the words or letters out of the document and transform them into a uh, a slide with um, the lyrics, for the song or whatever type of program I had come up with at the time. I could have the different points going across the screen, and then you see now people doing that. They have the automated AI that'll do the little points for you. Well, I worked hard for that. I wasn't no automatic AI that created that. I did that. I did that myself, and I made it seem easy because all I did was find out what the implications of each app that I was dealing with, and it just click stuff. I just went all over the doggone app, just clicking shit. What do this do? And just whatever I was working on, I just let it do it. You can undo it. So I would just do stuff. It was random as shit. And it's recorded. I found out each step of the way is recorded. That's like a fingerprint of the original steps that I took to get to wherever images you see. You think that they regular, but they ain't regular. I created these images. When Google stopped having Hangouts, I was still able to put my Google Hangout on my videos well afterwards. Because I had created the banner within my file, and I could just imprint that on my any video I put out. Still. So I was taking the old videos that I didn't even have a banner on originally, stamped that with the translucent banner or whatever you want to call it. You can see on my videos a translucent banner. And I would imprint that on there. And it looked like it was on there when the video was rolling, but it wasn't. I'm cool with it. Go with it. And for people who are into graphics and all of that now, and they have these easy as programs and stuff like that that you can do that easy, they're like, oh man, you could do that, and everybody was doing that, and such and such. No, they was not. Okay, now I can prove it. I just proved to y'all when the shorts began. I can show you some more. Moving right along. I can go on Facebook and show you where I started it. On Facebook as well. I can look at that, 17 seconds. What is that? A short. They're shorts. And look how many views I got. Like that wasn't a good idea to have shorts.
Ornery, ego-driven, jealous-hearted, that tried to discredit you.
That's all I needed to see. Hey, that's all I needed to say. You understand? That's why I don't have no likes. People take other people's videos and they run them all around. Like they so smart and so intelligent. When real truth is, they just ain't showing that I've been having this. What that say on now? How long that been out? And how long you been seeing shorts? Huh? Sister, giddy up, you understand? And it ain't take but them 2 views for somebody to steal an idea, keep my shit back, and but move the idea right along. They holding. How many years that been on the market? You understand? Let's see. 16 years? No. I know it ain't no 16 years. Hold on. They took down my website. People probably think I have a fake website, 'cause when you click on it, GoDaddy is advertising over there. But this say I've been at the Get Up since 2017, you dig? I've been at the Get Up since 2017, you dig? Way before any other Ask Whoever the Fuck channel. I got that on. I screenshot that. I have to get that evidence right quick, because if anybody come for me, I'm going to tell you how you come for me. You absolutely don't. That's why I only needed a description of my website, because I had mad subscribers coming direct to me. Nothing else to explain on that. Where is my website? You under dig? Who is part of 982? YouTube. Fuck is that? Y'all gave my YouTube channel a social security number. That's what had happened. It was born on May the 8th, 2017. What this is, 2025. Y'all do the math. Is it mature or not? Going on, brother? Now what's going on? Look at this right here. 3,259 views. Said what? Are you serious right now? Come on now. Walk with me. I had to get my warning sign for a year. Then I saved on here. And I saved that all down here. In this rabbit hole right here, baby. Come on with me though. Let's watch your step and everything like that. If you're real sensitive, you don't really, take to the truth too well, you may, hurt yourself down in this rabbit hole right here, all right. You're not safe down here for no children, down here on adults only. And sensitive situations down here, sensitive, not safe for children, and for adults only. And come on in with me now. And come on in. Boop. And come on in with me, baby. Come on in. Ha. Come on in with me. Come on in the room. I say, come on in the room. I say, Jesus is a good doctor. I need He write out all of our scriptures, and He give us all our medicine in the upper room. He got joy unspeakable. I say here, joy unspeakable in I said, Jesus is a good, he's a good doctor. And he write out big doses of joy. And he gives us all of our medicine in the upper room. He got joy, joy, joy in the room. I sing out joy, big jokes is a joy unspeakable. Joy unspeakable. I say he write out big doses joy, and he give us all of our medicine in the upper room. Hey, yeah, I got get up in here. Come on in the room. I tell you why I not safe for you. I'm gonna tell you why I not safe for you in here. When you wanna hold on to fantasy land, you ain't gonna be safe in here. Okay, we can have real talk up in here. And when I say no children is allowed, I say no children is allowed. But you got to become like a little child to enter in this little room right here. You got to become like a little child. And in here is only safe for people with children mentalities. You got to wipe away all the thinking you've already been taught, but you thought you learned it. You learned it absolutely nothing. And accept that fact so that you can learn something. You can take all of that nothing and abracadabra. You can abracadabra it into something. Because it is something. You just need to know, how is it something? How is it something? These are the rules. If you have a question, ask. Don't assume. That's assumption make you out of a damn fool. Don't assume. I've been a damn fool before. Just shift positions. Don't stay there being a damn fool. Follow me. Not as, I don't want people making religions out of this. What I'm saying to you is, follow me in my example of being a good leader. Follow me as I, go through this procedure or through this process of us organizing together. Because I have a plan. I already have a plan wrote down. If anyone else has the plan already pre-written, then I am a good leader. I'm going to follow you. So whoever's following me, going to be following you. Because everybody is a leader in their own capacity, in their own way, in their own domain. They are the leader. If I come on your page, you are the leader. This is your estate. This is your domain. This is your where you reign at. And I'm going to come in there showing mad love like they used to do in the Bible when you go greet somebody in their house. I may not be used to YouTube gifts because I'm not the type of person that just use the features the way the other people use them. Okay? I use them totally different. I'm going to make my own features. I made my own gift video. If you comment on that gift video, you're going to get a blessing on your channel. Let's go to it. We're not going to follow their ways. We're going to do it our way. Be sure we're going to differently. All right. We on Alpha Intellect post channel. What's going on here? We back. Hey, we back home. You followed me down a little rabbit hole. See that? That wasn't bad at all, was it? Was you all right to say? Check yourself. You all right? Everything's copacetic. You still breathing and everything, right? Okay. Bless your heart. All right. Let's go on in. Go on into him. See how that say public? But this is very private. So I can't see no many. See, this is a space for you. Okay? How to live sovereign, law, real and raw, all about money. Eagle legacy is fake. Planning essentials. Return from fantasy land. How should revocable estate gifts be counted? Do you know what constituent rights are? Well, guess what? This is the channel where you find out. This is the channel where you find out. What is that? Huh? What are constituent rights? You see that? We got questions, get answers. And we back. We back on Telegram now. Y'all have any questions? Mm-hmm. How was the trip? If you ever want to call me, guess what? Welcome to